Most new YouTubers quit within 1 year of starting their channel. And it's not because they don't have the talent to grow their channel. It's because no one told them what it actually takes to grow a successful channel. In today's video, I'm going to share the mindset, the strategies, and the sacrifices you must make in order to create a profitable YouTube channel fast. And what I wish someone had told me when I started my channel. So if you're serious about YouTube, this will save you years of frustration. So let's get to it. So before we jump in, why should you listen to me? In the first year of being on YouTube, reviving my channel, I have grown to over 40,000 subscribers, and I make consistently over 10K in revenue every single month. So if I can do it, you most definitely can do it as well. So the first thing I want to talk about is mindset. Mindset is everything. The first part of mindset you must keep in mind is that you need to start before you're ready, because you don't know how to do YouTube. And the only way to know how to do YouTube is to take action and go for it. Number two, you have to go all in. If you want a full-time content creator business, if you want to be a content entrepreneur, if you want to leave your 9-to-5, if you want to be more than just a side hustle with YouTube, you must go all in, and you must remove doubt from your mind. When I lost my job back in January of 2024, I went all in YouTube in May of that year, and I never looked back. I did not let any doubt come into my mind. It was this or nothing. And why did I think I could do it at that time? Because people are succeeding on YouTube every single day. People like you and me. So why couldn't I do it? Therefore, why can't you do it? You most definitely can do YouTube. If you are willing to show up, go all in, and remove any doubt that you cannot succeed at YouTube. Because doubt will kill more dreams than fear ever will. Number three, you must know your why. Now, I talk about this in two ways. The positive why and the negative why. My positive why was that I want to change the world by teaching and inspiring people to live their purpose and make a profit from it. Because when people are living their purpose and loving life, they're going to show up better for life. They're going to show up better for the world. They're going to treat people better, the environment better. Everything's going to be better. Thus, that creates a better world for my children. And that's my main goal. I want my children to grow up in a world that is better than the one that I grew up in. My other why is the negative why. And the negative why is that pain point, the thing I want to get away from. And the pain is I don't ever want to be in the position ever again that I devoted my life to a career and I was dropped like that, laid off with no warning. I do not ever want to be in that position again. And so I want to make money my way. And I want to secure my finances in the best way that I can for me and my family, and not rely on an employer who treats you like a number, even though it's nothing personal, it's just business. I don't want to live that way anymore. So I went after my dreams with YouTube. And those two whys are what drive me every single day. So what is your why? What is the positive why? The one that is positive, optimistic, is good, motivates you in a positive way, that's leading you towards pleasure of running your own business, the freedom of being a YouTube content creator, versus the negative why, which is moving away from pain, which in a way is also positive, but focuses on the pain that you never want to experience again. Next up is the idea that YouTube is a long-term game. It is not a sprint. It is a marathon. And that's something you will hear a lot on YouTube, and it's true. So tip number 4 is this. Yes, there are viral moments that will happen on YouTube. I've had a few on my channel already, but there are also long stretches of average views, of your consistent, your normal amount of views on your channel. And that is awesome and totally fine. That is how it goes on YouTube. You have a viral video take off, and then you might have 10 videos that are just your average videos, and then another viral video takes off. It is up and down. It is a roller coaster ride. So the question you need to ask yourself is, can you commit when it's quiet? When you're not getting the attention? When the videos that you think would do awesome, that will be a viral sensation, do not land that way? Can you continue when you see that in your analytics? If the answer is yes, this is the game for you. Number 5, I think this is a really important point that people don't necessarily realize when they come to YouTube. When you upload content, you are not just a content creator. You have now stepped into the role of leadership. You are leading people. You are inspiring people. You are motivating people. You are teaching people. And that is not something to take lightly. That is something you need to take seriously. And while you're on this journey, you will grow into a version of yourself that you didn't even know existed. A leader, an inspiration, a motivator, a teacher, a guide, a mentor, So many beautiful things will come out of this YouTube journey if you stick with it, which leads me to the next point. Point number 6, YouTube will test the heck out of you. That's right. It is the best personal development growth course you could ever take in your life, because YouTube will test everything about you. Consistency. Are you able to be consistent? Integrity. Are you able to show up and do what you say you're going to do? Confidence. Can you present things in a confident manner? Emotional resilience, emotional intelligence. All of these things are needed to succeed on YouTube. It will demand personal growth from you, serious, deep growth, not just strategy. You cannot just apply strategy to YouTube and expect to be a success on YouTube. You must grow internally. You must step into what it takes to become a successful content creator. That moment of stepping into that requires so many steps. And that moment of stepping into that new role of content creator, of inspiration, of motivator, of all of those roles that you're going to be playing takes guts. And it takes something so much deeper than you realize when you get on YouTube. So I want to prepare you for that now. And another thing you need to consider while you're stepping into this role of leadership is you also have to consider that life doesn't stop around you. Everything in your life that has been hectic and dramatic and, throwing you curveballs every single day is still going to be there. So on top of all the personal growth you have to go through, on top of standing tall and being confident and building up emotional resilience and increasing your emotional intelligence and learning how to do YouTube videos and edit videos and all of that, you still have to deal with your family, still have the responsibilities of it being a parent if you're a parent, still have the responsibilities of a full-time job, still have the responsibilities of just being a human on earth and taking care of yourself. There's still so much you need to do outside of YouTube. So you need to remember that life doesn't stop. And I've told this in my channel before, but when my first viral video hit on YouTube, it was one of the most dramatic, emotional, difficult times in my personal life when that video went viral. And I had to be there. I had to stand up and be the leader that I was stepping into, the role I was stepping into. I couldn't just drop my YouTube channel for that month while I dealt with the personal life issues, right? I couldn't just drop it. I had to keep going. So you have to balance both at the same time. So know that life is going to continually be there and throwing you curveballs while you're trying to do all of this other stuff on YouTube. And when that happens, you just need to take a deep breath and do the best you can, but don't give up. Tip number 7, stand tall with your values. Your values, everything you say, will be filtered through the perspective of someone's lived life. So you may say something as simple as, my husband doesn't support me on this journey right now. He thinks I should get a real job, but I want to do YouTube. And people might interpret that in a gazillion different ways. People that are struggling in their marriage or are angry at their husbands might interpret that as he's being a jerk, as he should support me, as I should get a new man, those types of things. For people that have been married for a long time, have seen the ups and downs, and have a different perspective, we'll see that as, yes, he's worried about you. He's scared that you won't make it on YouTube and that it'll just hurt you and you will feel like you wasted time and you took time away from your family. He is scared for you and he wants the best for you. So you will get comments from all of those people, all those different perspectives. One telling you that your husband is horrible. Another comment telling you that your husband is just trying to protect you. Another comment saying, why don't you support your husband? Why don't you stand up for him? There's so many things that people can attack you for with minor things you say. And just know that you meant it the way you meant it, and that you can appreciate their comment and you can explain the way you meant it if you feel like it did not come across clearly in your video. However, you do not need to spend your days defending your opinions or your experiences. They are yours, and let people have their opinions. But the point is this: you need to have a thick skin. And you need to know your values, and you need to stand behind those values. I will love my husband. He is my ride or die for life. I am not going anywhere. He is not going anywhere. But we can disagree on things and still move forward. I still built my YouTube channel when he was worried that it wasn't going to produce the results I was hoping for. And here we are today. He's supporting everything I do with regards to this. And it wasn't that he wasn't supporting my goals in the first place. Again, he was like, try it, go for it, but please have a backup plan, right? So I just want you to know, but the people that are attacking what you say are not your tribe anyway. Focus on the people that are lifting you up. Focus on the beautiful comments you get, because you will get tons and tons of beautiful support and comments on your channel as it grows. There are people that will be watching you and will be so appreciative for you showing up, having the guts to be here and share your wisdom with them and help them to get from point A to point B. Those people are your tribe, and they are the ones you want to focus on. So get the thick skin, ignore the haters, and keep pushing forward. And another important thing to realize on this journey is do not compare yourself to someone's middle or end of their journey with your beginning. I would never compare myself to, say, my mentor, Sean Cannell at Think Media. When I got in on that course, I was blown away with the amount of information he had in that course. But not only in that course, he had like 20 other courses that came with that course, right? From like how to choose your niche, from camera confidence. So many extra courses came with the original course I bought. I was like, oh my God, I could never compete with this man, right? Your role is not to compete with anyone. Your role is not to look at where they are and deter yourself and to think less of yourself. Your role is to think, wow, this man has been doing this for 10 years. Look at all he's achieved. But what did he start with? Sean started with one course, Video Ranking Academy. Since then, he's added in a ton of different courses, right? But he started with the one course. He started with the one YouTube channel. He started with 0 subscribers. He started from the beginning, like everyone else. And where you are starting is your beginning. Where I started was my beginning. Now I have 40,000 subscribers, but I did not start with 40,000 subscribers. Now I have 10,000 plus in revenue every month consistently. I did not start that way. I started with a $600 month. I started then with a $1,000 month, then a $4,000 month, then a $10,000 month, then an $18,000 month, right? It took time to grow and build. But do not compare your beginning to mine. Do not compare your beginning to Sean. Do not compare your beginning to whoever you look up to, right? You will get there as well if you stick with it. Learn from them. Be inspired from them. I'm learning every day from Think Media. I love Think Media. I have great coaches there that help me. So I'm learning every day something from them. But I do not think in my head, oh my gosh, they have a whole team of people helping people. How could I ever compete with that? I don't need to compete with that. I need to just grow and focus on growing my channel and my business and where I can take it, because I am different than Sean. You are different than me. We can all grow on this platform and be part of an amazing ecosystem of content entrepreneurs that are successfully going after their purpose and creating a profit from it. So don't compare your start to someone's middle. Next up, sacrifices. If you want to leave your 9-to-5 and make content entrepreneurship your full-time career, you must make some sacrifices. Because if you're not doing a YouTube channel right now, you have to give up some of your time of your day to start building your YouTube channel. You must remove some time from something else to start something new, right? It's just like if you want to run a marathon or you want to do a triathlon. In order to do that triathlon, you have to carve out time in your day to reserve, to work on how to do a triathlon, to work on training, to work on lifting weights, to work on running and biking and swimming and all those things, right? You have to cut some time out of your current existing day, take some time away from something else in order to build in time for your future endeavor, for your new task, for your new project. So you must sacrifice something. My first year on YouTube, I sacrificed health. It was not the best choice, but I didn't even realize I was doing it. I went from working out 4 times a week, being in top condition as a mom of 3, to working out probably once every other week. My body suffered. I had back pain. I had wrist pain from being on the computer all the time. But I chose to make the sacrifice. I chose to work as much as I possibly could whenever my children were in school or daycare, or if they were eating lunch, or if they were napping. I took every possible moment and I devoted it to YouTube. And I'm so glad I did. It was a season of my life that I sacrificed. I'm not telling you you need to do it this way. I'm not telling you to give up your health to grow a YouTube channel. Not at all. And looking back, now I could have just reorganized my day a little bit better, asked for a little bit more help from my husband, and I could have included my health plan into this. But I was so focused. I was so driven. I was so ready to succeed on YouTube that I was willing to give up something that was so important to me for the past 45 years of my life. So you are going to need to make some sacrifices, whether it's giving up some free time for yourself, whether it's giving up some relaxation time or time with friends at the bars or whatever it is. You will need to be able to carve out some time in order to build your YouTube channel, which means you have to sacrifice something else in your life in order to make space for for that. Unless, of course, you're just home all day by yourself anyway, and you have all the free time in the world, then you're just changing what you're focusing on. But not everyone has that luxury. So to summarize, YouTube takes time. If you're not willing to give YouTube the time it takes, you're not willing to grow on YouTube, period, end of story. Next up is boundaries in business. So this is something that I had to learn that was very difficult for me. I'm naturally a friendly person. I'm naturally approachable, care about people, like sincerely care about people. But I also am naturally walked all over because I don't set boundaries. And in business, it's imperative to set boundaries, because if you don't demand respect, if you don't show that you mean business, you will be walked on. And I have been walked on a lot so far on this journey with regards to payments and people ghosting me and those types of things. So now I have learned the type of person that I want in my program, the type of person that I want to work with, and the type of person I will not work with under any circumstances. And that is something that is really important to learn, but that you can only learn by doing. You can only learn by being in the trenches and seeing what it takes to get paid, and seeing what it takes to project yourself as friendly and caring, but also respectful and not someone that can be walked on. So I had to learn to be friendly and firm. I had to learn that everything I was offering provided value for someone. Your energy has value. Your time has value. You want to be seen as a pro, so you need to act like one. You need to step into that role, even when you're just starting out. So that is something also to prepare yourself to think about as you go on this journey of being a full-time content creator. Niche down or stay stuck. I will 100% talk about how important it is to have a niche in order to grow your YouTube channel. I am in the niche camp, however you want to say it. That's what I believe will help you grow your channel faster. I do not believe being broad will grow your channel faster. You cannot know an audience or express yourself in a certain way to a specific audience if you're being broad. By offering a buffet of all kinds of food on your channel, all kinds of topics, you are not speaking to just one person. And people want to feel seen and heard with your channel. They want to feel like you know them. When you post videos, they want to feel like, God, you just made this video. This is exactly what I needed. Not, oh, I needed this video, and then next week it's about your trip to Cancun. And they're like, what? This isn't helping me. This is all about them, right? So you need to make sure, in my opinion, that you niche down so that you can grow your channel much faster. Once you grow your channel, then you can talk about whatever you want because you have the audience paying attention to you. And here is one of the hardest truths that I will share about the YouTube journey. Most people fail not because they don't have the talent, but because they give up on themselves. I 100% since day one believed in myself. I saw Silver and Solo doing YouTube, and I was like, if she can do it, I can do it. There's plenty of examples of people on YouTube, everyday people succeeding on YouTube, making a successful business out of their YouTube channel. Why not you? You must believe in yourself. You must believe that what you have to say matters to someone out there in the world, that all that you've been through in life was for some reason, and that reason was to share that experience with someone else in order to help them overcome what you overcame in life, or help people with some sort of proficiency you have in your life. You are here for a reason. You are valuable. You do matter. And everything you have to say matters to someone out there in the world. And when it finds that person, it will have a profound impact on that person. But you must believe in yourself, because if you do not believe in yourself, you will die out of the gate. You will not succeed on YouTube, because when it gets hard, you'll give up on yourself. And you are your number one cheerleader. There is not going to be anyone cheering for you when you start your YouTube channel. Not even any views, not even any subscribers. It is going to be so quiet and you'll be hearing crickets. And that's when you need to believe in yourself. That's when you need to lift yourself up and cheer yourself on. And in addition to that, I would definitely recommend getting into some sort of membership or group community that also supports you, so you do have some other support system beyond just yourself. But you must believe that what you have to say matters in order to succeed on YouTube. Now, let's talk numbers. There's about 65 million YouTubers or content creators on YouTube, and only about 8% of them have 1,000 subscribers, and 3% of them have over 10,000 subscribers, and less than 1% of those earn at the level of the US poverty level for income with YouTube. But here's the thing. I grew my channel to over 40,000 subscribers in 1 year, and I am making in revenue consistently every month over $10,000. Sometimes even reaching close to $20,000 at the time of this recording. And since getting monetized on YouTube, I'm on track to make over $100,000 within my first year of being on YouTube. And not just from YouTube ads alone, Not anywhere near that. I think I've made a total of $6,000 worth of money from YouTube ads in the last year. However, the majority of my income comes from consulting and courses that I offer through my YouTube channel. The creator economy is booming. It is projected to grow from the 2023 statistics, $127 billion business to $528 billion business in 2030, with a compound annual growth rate of 22.5%. That's insane. So you want to get on this boat now. And most people on YouTube don't take it seriously. They take it as a hobby. So you can blow past those people if you take it seriously. Potential for your growth and your financial freedom is incredible. And I really want you to pay attention to that. Speaking of money, the last point I want to make is that to be a successful YouTuber, to be a successful person in general, in any endeavor you go after, it's important to invest in yourself. I want you to look at yourself as an investment. Buy books, buy courses, buy mentors, buy whatever you can to help you grow faster. Because here's the thing, you can only grow as far as your knowledge. The more knowledge you have, the more people you tap into ahead of you on this journey, the faster you will grow. And perhaps avoid more pain points or failures along the way. I have invested thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars in myself over the years. And I'm not ashamed of that. I'm very proud of that fact because it says to me and it says to you that I am worth investing in, and thus I will provide you with the best coaching that I possibly can because I'm continually striving to learn more and learn from the best in the business. You must be willing to invest in yourself. How can you expect people to invest in you and watch your channel if you're not willing to invest in yourself? What does that say to people about you? You want them to pay you for services, but you're not willing to pay others for services? It doesn't work that way. You must invest in yourself. Expand your knowledge, constantly grow and evolve into a better version of yourself via people that are ahead of you on this journey so that you can then step up to that next level more quickly and with more know-how. When you invest in yourself, you're telling yourself, I can do this. I am worth this. I'm worth this amount of money I'm about to lay on the table and be scared as all out to do. But I know I'm worth it, and I know I will get the results I want because I'm all in. It goes back to what I said at the very beginning of this video. You have to be all in. If you want to grow a serious business with YouTube, you have to be all in. Remove all doubt. Remember, doubt will kill your dreams faster than fear or failure ever will. So go all in and invest in yourself. And here's the thing. There's a caveat with investing in yourself. Do not expect that purchase, that mentor, that course, that ebook to save you. Do not expect to read that book and miraculously have a successful business, to buy that mentor and miraculously have a fixed business or have tons of clients and leads wanting to have your services. You must put in the work. You must take that knowledge and apply that knowledge. You must take action on what you're learning. You can't just simply understand the concepts. You must act on those concepts and try them out yourself. Find what works for you. Figure it out. You can't sit on the sidelines. You have to go all in and jump and take action. So if you're looking to be saved, you're not going to be successful. If you have a victim mindset, you will not succeed. You must take control of your life. You must go after your dreams and be an adult and take responsibility for yourself and know that the success you get is because of what you learn and what you apply. Not simply by being surrounded by people that are successful. You must put in the work to get there yourself as well. And I have an example of this that I want to share. When I signed up for Elite with Sean Cannell at Think Media, I live in Finland. And a lot of the services they offered, a lot of the calls, the group calls, especially the group calls with Sean Cannell, which were so important for me to attend. Like that is the reason I joined. I wanted to be on those group calls with Sean Cannell himself. Were always late at night, because I'm in Finland and those were in the morning or the afternoon in the States. And it was late at night for me. It was bad timing for me. It's when my kids needed me to put them to bed, or worse, it was even later from like midnight to 2 a.m. I would be exhausted if I stayed up till 2 a.m. just to get on a call with Sean Cannell when I had to wake up at 5 a.m. with my toddler the next day. But that's the difference between people that are successful versus ones that aren't. I wouldn't sit there and complain and then ask for a refund because none of the stuff was at the daytime for me, which is most convenient for me, which is working hours for me. I didn't complain. I made it work. I worked out a system with my husband. I said, you can get up tomorrow with the kids and take them to school so I can stay up and watch this. And we worked it out. We got it to work. But you have to be willing to sacrifice some things on this journey. Sacrifice is part of the process. Like I said, I could have complained and be like, oh, you guys don't offer anything in my time zone at my time that's convenient for me, but that's not how it works. It doesn't always work that way. You have to be willing to go out of your comfort zone. I had to be willing to stay up late. After working all night with clients from 8 to 11 o'clock at night, then I hopped on a call at midnight to get on with Sean Cannell, right? Like you make it work. And I know that was only once a month. His calls are once a month in that program. And I'm by golly gonna be on that call. I don't care what it takes. So you have to ask yourself, are you willing to do that? Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to do what it takes to grow a business? Or are you willing to just flirt with YouTube? You must marry YouTube. You must treat it like a business if you want to succeed on YouTube. If you want to succeed as a full-time content creator. If you just want to do this as a side hobby, none of this applies to you. But if you're watching till the end of this video, I know that you are serious about this and I know that you want this and this is what it takes. So whatever program you invest in, whatever mentor, whatever course, whatever you invest in, the goal is to try to suck every little bit of information out of that and apply it to your channel, apply it to your business, utilize it to grow faster and go farther. And it might be uncomfortable, but that's part of the game. The part of the game of growth is constantly being outside of your comfort zone. If you stay in your comfort zone, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to improve, and you're not going to experience the wealth, the freedom, and the joy that you could experience. So if you've made it this far in the video, bravo. You are obviously serious about YouTube, and you are going to go all in. If you want any support with this, and you're looking for a coach, I offer a mentorship program, and it's open right now at the time of this recording in June. The doors will close in July. It's a 6-month program. I only offer it twice a year. So if you want to join me to help you grow your YouTube channel, by all means, apply today. There'll be a link in the description below. Otherwise, I have tons of free content on this channel that you can watch to help you grow your channel. And I also have a Skool membership if you want to join there to be surrounded by people growing YouTube channels and making it on YouTube. Regardless, it was lovely to talk to you today. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.